guys, welcome to today's video. Today we got an ocean game, another Addams Family game. Well, looks decent, sounds good. Let's see how it plays. Okay, this is the Game Boy game. I mean, it's a better looking version of the Game Boy game. But that game wasn't that good to begin with. So, the R and L actually switches your character facing different directions, but other than that, we've got one button that just jumps. Alright, so we're just gonna head into the house then, I guess. I mean, it looks better than the Game Boy game, and you know, it actually is very pretty, but as far as the game goes, they didn't really do a whole lot. So there is no like super run and jump like Mario. If you hold one of the buttons down, hitting the other one doesn't do anything. This is a secret path through the graveyard. Oh, I'm hitting the A. I was like, what's going on? Alright, so it is kind of Mario-esque, where you can actually jump on things and kill it. So it feels like a not as good a thing as like a Mario World. I remember most of this from the Game Boy version. It even has kind of like secret little blocks. Yeah, I think this is one of the worst of the Addams Family games. Like a lot of the other ones, regardless of whatever else, feel kind of like, you know, they do feel kind of like an Addams Family game. This one doesn't really. Like, I mean, there's bunnies and skulls, and we're in. I mean, Pugsley did this in his scavenger hunt. He had the hat, so they're kind of like callbacking on Pugsley's game with the hat with the spinny. Yeah, you can only do so much for jumping, which is fine. It just seems like either there's an item we need to get, or I guess it doesn't seem like there's special abilities. Wow, they are just throwing the one-ups, aren't they? Jesus, like, what did they expect? We've already got 12 extra lives now. Just from doing this one thing. Ah, I thought we were high enough to get him. I would imagine we still have a chance. We've gotten so many extra lives. I wonder something. No, alright. It would have been kind of funny because you know some of these games, they they have the 1-ups respawn when you die. Usually it's when there's only one of them in like a hard area. Aw, how did we get hit? I saw the other thing over there. I didn't know if we can get in there or not. Okay, there's no way we can make that. I was afraid of that. Now we're starting to just get bombarded with all kinds of stuff. There is not even hitting things that increase our jump. So just because we can jump on things does not mean we can like actually use them as a to jump high. At least not that it seems like. We'll test it out. Oh, we can't jump through that. Yeah, see, we jump on it and we just kind of... Everything's just out to get us on this one, isn't it? Damn it, we got hit. Ah! Heart, cool. The actual elevations do have effects on you. So, like, you find yourself sliding when it's, when it's angled a little off. Just random invisible things throughout this game, too. Like, you'll just be doing stuff and all of a sudden you'll be... Hey. I mean, it's a decent little platformer. It does feel a lot better than the Game Boy game. The slipping and sliding is a little annoying. This is Wednesday's favorite place. Maybe she is down here. Alright. Yeah, whatever. The Schwarmies? So far it seems like you kill everything. There's not like a something that will hurt you and is invulnerable. La, 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 la. I guess there isn't one up in there or something, because we're back to 12. I mean, the enemy design is decent. The level design is pretty fun. It does kind of have that Mario thing going where the more enemies you kill before you touch the ground, you get bonuses. It does feel like kind of like Mario 1 with a little Mario 3 in it. I mean, this even feels like Bowser's Castle a little bit. I didn't see that until it was a little too late. I like where they have decent starting spots for you. Ah. Come on, I jumped on him. Grr. You definitely need all these extra lives because it is very unforgiving. I mean, it's not too bad, and it's difficult, but not like the stupid difficult where it's difficult just to be difficult. Ah, there's two of the little bastards. Oh, multiples. Alright, so there we go. Let's just take care of this guy so it doesn't come back to haunt us a little bit. I went just a little hair too close to the edge there. I was trying to get ready, but I didn't mean to get that close. Alright, some of this is a little cheese, man. Just a little cheesy. Like, they're getting a little to the point of kind of stupid. Like, most of it's decent, but come on, we're getting, like, the jump, it wouldn't even actually jump properly on that one. Yeah, I don't like the, him sliding. He needs to put on different shoes. Because... Okay, this is getting a little stupid. Like, for most of it was fine, but these, like, just getting insane where it was, like, back-to-back shots. We are not doing well all of a sudden. There's a lot of hidden stuff, so now... I think that, in and of itself, is the worst part of this game, and the one thing that I hate the most is you slide way too much. Like, you're always on a block of ice, kind of. It's not extensive, but it's just enough to where it's, And, oh, come on with the jumping! Like, I've jumped so many different times, and he doesn't, and he, like... Not doing it. Yeah, the sliding is really annoying. And the reaction, like, some button pushes, it does not register properly. I screwed that one up. It's not as responsive as you would like it to be. I mean, it's a platformer, and it's supposed to have more response than it is. Like, you'll hit the jump button, he won't do nothing a couple times. It's not as frequent to where it's unplayable, but it is a not pleasant thing. The sliding really gets me. Come on! I guess that's why they give you a lot of lives, because there's a lot of chicanery and bullshit. Like, a lot. Like, this is kind of redonkulous, seriously. Ah. We were doing really good and having fun, and then they kind of just threw some shit to make this game just, like, really ridiculous. Do I have to do this again? Is that what's going on? At least that is pretty forgiving. The jumping is not. This is stupid. Fucking annoying. We blew through like 10 lives on that one spot because either it doesn't jump, he wouldn't jump properly, or it's just. I mean, I get what they were doing, and like it's. Oh, really? Got a little Mega Man going? I feel like we're not going to be able to jump on him. I mean, honestly, it is, for the most part, a pretty good platformer. I think what makes it not be as good as it could be is the fact that he slides way too much. I mean, it makes the game so much more ridiculous. Because you need precision here. And you just slide. And sliding has killed me more times than anything else. You'll just slide, and you just like, you don't want to slide. You want to stop where you stopped at. But that's not a thing. We are not seeming to be able to avoid half of this stuff, are we? Does this not feel like Mario a lot? Like, even with these are like the fire things in Bowser's Castle. Like, it has a huge Mario-esque feel to the whole thing. Like, so much of this just feels like not as good a this level's a little much, man, let me tell you. We screwed that up completely. We're just kind of almost to the point of being annoyed. We'll try a couple more levels. I mean, there's a lot of variety. The level design is decent. The gameplay, for the most part, is good. But like I said, the couple of the things that make it not as quality. Can we go down? No, we just... There's another way, though. Ah, we didn't time that one right. There you go. Jumped into the other guy. Terrible. Done poorly. But yeah, what keeps it from being a great, like, true, like, Mario contender kind of, you know. I mean, Mario is the staple. It had everything. It was responsive. It was clean. It did everything you needed it to do. This one, what keeps it from being as good and on the same tier really is the whole, like, slight unresponsiveness at times and the massive sliding, even when you're not running. Like, I get it when you're running and you go to stop, you get to slide, kind of like Mario did and stuff, going back to the Mario references. But, like, I get that. But here it's like no matter what you do, you move, and if you switch, you just slide, regardless of how fast you're moving. Little guys just keep coming out of nowhere, huh? Ooh. Ah. I didn't see that we couldn't, How do we do that? I guess we gotta unlock that somehow? Turning on the... They said something about turning on the stove. Lots of, there is a lot of hidden things in this game. Oh, this probably gets the one up right here. Yeah, alright. Ah. We landed right on him. The hitboxes, 99% of it is decent, but you get a couple... I've run into like 2 or 3 that you know you're on top of them, but it's still, registered as on the side. But that, you know, is very trivial. That one definitely was on the side. There it is. Even kind of has the bricks like Mario. Like, there's too many Mario references in this. Like, the blocks look a lot like the other ones and just so much. Alright, that was cheese. Fair enough. I mean, there is some pretty interesting level design in this game. Too hot to touch. We did run into enemies that we cannot jump on. But now we're running into this where we got the cheese placement. It's not nearly as bad as some of the games we've played. Like, you can see that we just got to be a little bit more diligent and take our time, which I am not good at and not known for. But we got to just crawl through this level. Ah. Oh, man. Alright, well, anyways, I mean, it really is a decent platformer. I don't like the fact that everything you do, he slides. The unresponsive jump, very rarely, but a thing. Level design is really good. Just most of everything about the game is really pretty good. It is a fun little game. It takes a little memorization, a little getting used to. It is going to be aggravating as hell at some points. But once you get through it, once you get used to it, you start having a good time. It still really is a good game, minus a couple of the small flaws. Slight hitboxing thing, very rarely. A slight non-responsive jumping, but very rarely again. Mostly just the sliding. I really am annoyed by the slides. Like, it really is, it kills you more times than you want to count. But other than that, decent game, pretty damn fun. It's silly, well quality, done, a lot better than the Game Boy one. The Game Boy one was pretty meh, but this one just really feels a lot better. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Till next time, you guys have a great one.